A man who knows his worth does not chase. He does not plead. He does not waste time on someone who treats him like an option. The moment you realize that your value does not decrease because someone fails to recognize it, you become unstoppable. She wants to test your patience. Let her. But do not play along. Do not entertain foolishness. The second you participate in the game, you lose. A strong man is one who walks away without hesitation, without regret, without looking back. You were not put on this earth to be a puppet in someone else's game. Your mission is greater than seeking approval. Your time is too valuable to waste deciphering mixed signals. You do not negotiate your value. You do not justify your standards. You set them, and those who do not meet them are left behind. A woman who plays games is searching for a reaction. She wants to know she has control. The moment you react, the moment you engage, she wins. But when you remain calm, when you stay unbothered, when you walk away without a word, she loses all power over you. Do not let your emotions control you. Do not let someone else dictate your worth. A man who is in control of himself is in control of everything around him. The moment you master yourself, the moment you rise above emotional games, you become a force that cannot be stopped. She pulls away to see if you'll chase. Don't. She ignores you to see if you'll beg. Never. The second you lower yourself to seek validation, you have already lost. A high-value man never fights for someone's attention. He simply removes his presence, and that absence speaks louder than words. Success is your greatest response. Silence is your greatest answer. Indifference is your greatest weapon. When you stop seeking, when you stop needing, when you stop waiting, you become powerful beyond measure. The right people will recognize your worth without you having to prove it. Never invest in uncertainty. Never waste time on inconsistency. If she is unsure, let her stay unsure. You, on the other hand, must always be sure, sure of yourself, sure of your value, sure of your direction. You don't sit in limbo, waiting for someone to decide if you are worth their time. There is no power in chasing. There is no strength in begging. If she does not see your value, she does not deserve access to you. The more you entertain the wrong people, the longer you delay meeting the right ones. Cut off the distractions, and watch how fast your life elevates. The moment you stop responding, the moment you stop reacting, the moment you stop caring about the games, everything changes. You become unpredictable. You become powerful. You become untouchable. And when you are untouchable, you are in control. Weak men complain. Weak men argue. Weak men waste energy trying to change someone who has already shown them who they are. Strong men observe. Strong men adjust. Strong men move forward without hesitation. Which one will you be? You set the tone. You determine the rules. If she respects you, she will follow. If she does not, she will remove herself. There is no debate, no compromise, no negotiation. A man who knows what he wants does not explain himself, he simply chooses, and that choice dictates everything. The world does not respect weakness. It does not reward indecision. It does not tolerate hesitation. You either demand what you deserve, or you settle for whatever is given to you. And if you settle, you have no right to complain. When you are focused on your mission, when you are chasing greatness, when you are fully committed to your own success, you will not have time for games. You will not have patience for nonsense. You will not entertain distractions. You will be too busy winning. Every time you allow yourself to be played with, you send a message, I am okay with this. But when you refuse to participate, when you walk away with confidence, you set a new standard. And that standard forces people to either level up or leave. She can't decide if she wants you. Decision made, she's out. She disappears and comes back. Too late, you've moved on. She wants you when it's convenient for her. Unacceptable. A man with self-respect does not wait for someone to choose him, he chooses himself first. The second you make yourself the priority, the second you focus on your growth, The second you realize that your time is your most valuable asset, you will see everything differently. And once you see differently, you will never settle again. If she truly wants you, there will be no confusion. If she respects you, there will be no games. If she values you, she will show it. And if she doesn't, there is nothing to discuss. Walk away and never look back. Your attention is a privilege. Your presence is valuable. Your time is non-refundable. If someone does not recognize that, they do not deserve access to you. Simple as that. Keep moving, keep growing, keep winning. You must understand one thing: your time is valuable. Your energy is precious. If someone plays games with you, it's not your job to sit there and figure out the rules. You are not a contestant in someone else's show. You are the main character in your own life. Stop tolerating nonsense. Walk away from anything that does not serve your growth. If she tests you, let her. If she tries to manipulate you, recognize it. If she plays games, refuse to participate. Weak men chase, strong men attract. You don't beg for attention. You don't dance to someone else's tune. You build yourself so high, so powerful, that people can't help but notice. A woman who respects you will not waste your time with games. A woman who values you will not treat you like an option. And if she does, it's because you have allowed it. People only treat you the way you permit them to. Raise your standards, and suddenly, everything changes. Life is too short to be confused by mixed signals. If she's unsure, let her stay unsure. If she hesitates, let her hesitate. But you move forward. You focus on your mission, your growth, your goals. No great man ever wasted his time decoding someone else's indecision. You are not here to impress anyone. You are not here to prove yourself to someone who does not recognize your worth. You don't chase approval. You don't plead for affection. You become so strong, so self-sufficient, that the right people naturally gravitate toward you. Weakness repels, strength attracts. Neediness pushes away, confidence draws in. When you stop entertaining foolishness, when you stop chasing people who don't respect you, you will notice a shift. Suddenly, people will want to be around you. Suddenly, the same ones who ignored you will try to get your attention. You must be willing to walk away. You must be ready to lose people who don't align with your values. If you cling to those who play games, you are telling the universe you accept less than what you deserve. And when you accept less, you receive less. If she plays hard to get, let her stay hard to get. If she disappears, don't look for her. If she makes you feel like an option, remove yourself from the equation. Nothing is more powerful than a man who knows his worth and refuses to negotiate it. A strong man does not wait for permission. A strong man does not seek validation. He creates his own path, and in doing so, he commands respect. Respect is not given, it is earned. And the moment you stop tolerating games, you start demanding respect without even saying a word. If she's interested, she will show it. If she values you, she will act like it. And if she doesn't, you keep moving. There is nothing more unattractive than a man who begs for attention. And nothing more magnetic than a man who knows his value and stands firm. You must learn to control your emotions. A man who reacts to games is a man who loses. A man who is unshaken, unbothered, and unfazed is a man who wins. The moment you stop reacting, you take away all power from those who try to control you. Silence is powerful. Distance is a statement. Walking away is the ultimate move. Never argue, never explain, never beg. Simply remove yourself from any situation that does not serve your highest potential. You cannot fix someone who thrives on confusion. You cannot teach someone who enjoys playing mind games. What you can do is level up so high that their games become irrelevant to your reality. When you improve yourself, when you become successful, when you build a life of value, you will have choices. And when you have choices, you no longer tolerate games. A king does not chase. A king does not beg. A king sets the standard, and people either rise to meet it or they fall away. You have one life. You have limited time. Every moment spent dealing with drama is a moment stolen from your success. Make it clear, you are here to build, to grow, to dominate. Not to entertain childish behavior. A man on a mission cannot be distracted. A man who knows his purpose cannot be swayed. A man who values his time does not give it to those who play games. Elevate yourself, and watch how fast the nonsense disappears from your life. The moment you stop chasing, the right things start coming to you. The moment you set boundaries, people start respecting them. The moment you demand better, the world responds. If someone values you, they will act accordingly. If they don't, their loss. Your job is to be the best version of yourself. To rise. To grow. To succeed. Everything else is just noise. You don't have time to be confused. You don't have time to decode mixed signals. If she plays games, that's her choice. Your choice is to walk away without hesitation. A man who values himself does not tolerate disrespect, and mixed signals are just another form of disrespect. A man who knows his worth does not ask for clarity. He does not beg for attention. He does not lower himself to someone else's level just to be chosen. He is already chosen, by his purpose, by his vision, by his destiny. That is what drives him, not the fleeting attention of someone who doesn't respect his time. She either respects you or she doesn't. She either values you or she doesn't. And if she doesn't, what are you still doing there? You think standing around, proving yourself, being available at her convenience will change her mind? No. You are teaching her that your time and presence are cheap. You want to be treated like a king? Then act like one. Kings do not chase. Kings do not explain themselves. Kings do not waste their energy on those who don't see their worth. A king's presence is a privilege. And if she does not recognize that, she is not for you. If she disappears and comes back, let her return to an empty space. If she makes you wait, let her realize you don't wait, you move. If she thinks you will always be available, prove her wrong. The fastest way to teach someone your value is to remove yourself entirely. A man with self-respect does not entertain foolishness. He does not argue over attention. He does not sit around waiting for approval. He builds. He grows. He dominates. And in doing so, he naturally attracts the best people into his life. You are not desperate. You are not weak. You are not an option. Stop acting like it. When you allow yourself to be played with, you send a message, I accept this treatment. The second you decide you are worth more, you will receive more. It is not your job to convince anyone to see your worth. It is not your duty to prove why you deserve respect. That is a waste of time. Those who recognize your value will act accordingly. Those who don't are irrelevant. Walk away with confidence, not bitterness. Disappear with power, not anger. When you leave, do it in a way that makes her realize she lost something irreplaceable. A man with true value does not throw tantrums, he simply leaves and levels up. You don't win by playing her games. You win by refusing to play at all. The second you withdraw, the second you focus on yourself, the second you stop entertaining the nonsense, you take back your power. And when you have power, you control the game. If she can't make up her mind about you, let her go. If she wants to test you, let her test herself. If she's unsure, let her stay unsure, somewhere else. You have no business wasting your energy on someone who does not recognize your greatness. Be unpredictable. Be disciplined. Be unshakable. The moment she realizes she cannot control you, the game is over. The moment she sees that you are focused on your success, the nonsense stops. Because a man with a mission cannot be distracted. Stop arguing. Stop explaining. Stop chasing. Let your success be your response. Let your silence be your answer. Let your growth be the only proof you need. People will either rise to meet your standards, or they will fall away. Either way, you win. You do not need validation. You do not need permission. You do not need approval. The only thing you need is to keep moving forward. The right people will recognize your value without you having to prove it. The wrong ones will leave. And that's exactly how it should be. A woman who plays games is waiting for you to react. She wants to see if she can control your emotions. The moment she realizes she cannot, she either steps up or steps out. Either way, you remain unfazed. That is the power of self-control. Your time is your most valuable asset. If she wastes it, she is not for you. If she plays with it, she is not worth it. You must be ruthless with your time, because every second spent on someone who does not value you is a second stolen from your future success. Handle yourself with discipline. Handle yourself with strength. Never let anyone pull you into their emotional chaos. You are a leader, not a follower. You set the tone. You establish the rules. If someone does not align with your vision, they do not belong in your space. If she truly wants you, she will make it known. If she respects you, she will act accordingly. And if she does neither, she has no place in your life. It's that simple. A man who knows his worth does not overcomplicate things. He sees the truth and acts on it. Never lower your standards for temporary attention. Never sacrifice your peace for a meaningless gain. The moment you master yourself, the moment you become disciplined in your choices, everything changes. You are not here to beg for attention, you are here to command respect.